Okay, so this is a process that I use sometimes to prepare for any training that I do. And it's really a process to help me relax, help me think about the teachers I've had that have helped me, and to also think about whoever I'm training, teaching to, speaking with. So it'll take a few minutes. It's a guided visualization, but it helps me get in touch with all of that. And now that I've practiced it for more than 10 years, it goes really quickly for me, and I'll take you through a short version of it. So you can just set your stuff aside if you want to turn off your notifications for a few minutes. This is a great time to do that. And just allow yourself to begin to arrive in your body in this moment. You can close your eyes, leave them open, however you'd like. So it can be really enjoyable to just begin to let go of what you no longer need. You might allow that to happen naturally with your breath. And sometimes the question I like to ask myself is something like, how can I easily let go of what I no longer need for this upcoming training or presentation? Great. And I actually linger there for 3 or 4 breaths. So you can take time to do that now. Great. And now I take time to connect with my what's greater in life. And you can do that now for whatever is greater than you that you're a part of, whatever is that still small voice within, or whatever is bigger than you that you're a part of. However you think of that. Could be nature or higher power or some other practice or devotion you have that's relevant. So sometimes the question that I ask myself is, how can I easily connect to that which I'm a part of? And you can take 3 or 4 breaths now to do that. Great. And now out in front of you, I'd like you to imagine, if you wish, one of your teachers or mentors who's helped you along your way that you'd like to be more like when you do your training or presentation. And you can just let your mind wander until it alights on a trainer or mentor you've had that you'd like to be more like when you give this presentation or training. Great. And you can imagine them a few feet in front of you as if they were just sitting there in front of you. And allow your imagination to fill in the details, the colors, how they're sitting. And notice when they see you, their face lights up with love and enjoyment. Nice. And you can just linger there and notice the sensation that that brings up within you. And if you'd like, you can even Allow that sensation to grow so that it includes them. Nice. And now in the same spot where you were imagining them, I'd like you to think of one person that might be there in the audience or as a listener. Just one person that you know or guess might be there as an audience or a listener. If you don't know anyone in the audience, that's okay. Choose a type of person in your imagination. And if you do know, pick a specific person. And as best as you can, now imagine them and their face in front of you. Nice. And notice that that sensation that was there with your teacher or mentor can persist. And now imagine another person who might be in the audience. There in front of you, clearly see their face and notice that you can continue to have that same sensation within and all around you that you had for your teacher or mentor. Now choose another person that might be in your audience or listening group and picture them. And notice with your breath that that feeling can persist. Great. And now generically imagine anyone else who might be listening or watching or participating. And notice that that sense of well-being and care for them is there as well. Great. And now take a breath and allow this whole experience to come back into you, residing somewhere perhaps in the region of the heart or another place where you can get to it. Great. And as you return back here, just notice as you do your presentation or your teaching, notice how it's different to take this into your presentation. And you may be surprised how having an intent before you do a presentation like this, having an intent of kindness and caring, or giving someone an experience like a teacher has given you, may greatly change how your presentation goes. You can just wiggle your fingers and toes and come back here